Yeah. And they're scared to death of babies. Yeah, baby in the belly, baby outside is okay, but a baby in the belly is just real fearful for them. But I mean, and they're in all their full.
Well, sitting there.
Lindsay's sitting there.
I mean, they've got the full thing going. So I said, well, where's the EMT? Well, he's right behind us. So well, we gotta bring up the gurney that walks the steps. Well, he didn't have one. He didn't have one of those. So it's like,
Thank you.
how you get her down? Well, the boys can carry her down. Well, the boy, and so I went down the steps to talk to the EMT, and here comes the boys carrying her down the step. The babies, let's just call them babies, be real. One on each leg, one on her arm. So there's four firefighters carrying her down these steps. And you can imagine, as they're doing this, they're doing this. So she's,
She had the baby at the bottom of the stairs, I bet.
but they were trying to put a cloth on her who
I wasn't there, I had surgery last.
yes. Anyway, so one of the girls put a towel over her instead of, they were going to carry her this way. That
Not good.
the head right there. Yeah. So they get her onto the gurney right in front of the van and lift her up and put her in and said to the EMT, you want to go with you? He said, please. That's the only time I've ever gotten into an ambulance. Because everybody else, no, we don't know, we do it. You know.
Yeah.
I get in, I get in, and I sit down, and she says, the baby's coming. And I had the baby right there.
So you didn't even leave the driveway? Yay.
I said, you're not going to insist she goes. Get her out. And they carried her back up.
I like that story. I like that story.
But, so that's our firefighter.
So how do we repeat that?
How can we do it without calling them? That's the answer. Walk the steps to start with? Probably, but, I mean, she did walk the steps with that head right there. I mean, really. I even cut her.
Make your students carry each leg.
Yeah, Johnny can carry her.
Just move her limbs a little bit.
She's farm girl. Yeah. But, yeah, so my answer is, what do you do when you finally hit the point of, we can't get this baby unless we intervene? Yeah, right there.
I just
Sounds like
had
lots of
one
movement.
that, and the baby was there for an hour,
That's what this
pushing,
was.
pushing, and what helped, rotating her.
Oh, we moved every position.
I mean, every time we would move the little something, it would come.
What about
But I was ready for that. I was like,
We did every
I'm
position.
ready to give her
Every
the
position.
episodic.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
If we even did every position after I cut, I mean, I gave her a real good episiotomy.
See, I never did, I wanted to, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, we were
With good tolerance.
How are
The baby came.
Not a problem. And that's why we waited that long. I mean,
Yeah, this baby
came
never
out,
lost.
everything was fine.
baby came out swollen.
Baby came out swollen.
Yeah. In the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was a 10-pound baby.
Besides,
Let's talk one at a time.
besides all the movement you did with her positional changes and the firemen taking down, don't you think sometimes it's just the threat of having to go to the hospital? That they're like,
Oh,
it's surrendering.
Usually it's a threat of cutting them.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
if you don't give me this baby, I'm gonna have to cut you. And then the next one you say, if they're behind your back and then now they're in her face. If you don't give me this baby, I'm gonna have to cut you. We just can't wait any longer. And she's still in the game. All the usually the threats work. Don't you find that true? Right. If you don't give me this baby, I'm gonna cut you. There's the baby. But it didn't work for this girl. And she's pregnant.
Yeah, she texted me.
Yeah.
How big was the baby?
Regular size.
Just
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, where was it?
No more. I had that. No, nothing that gave any
good because there's a grant.
No, that's their normal spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the way mine was. except the
Y'all know
plumbing's
Darlene
over.
West, the
So-
midwife, that my student, one of my students, she had an 11-pound baby that opened in here.
Oh.
It was so
Yeah.
weird.
And I used the Gaskin maneuvers for shoulder dystocia. So we flipped her over, we squatted her up, and we did hands and knees, roll over, supervised pressure, squat, and it still didn't come. Well, let's try that again. Flipped her over, put her on hands and knees, flipped her over, put her back into a squat. Okay, lay back down. Baby still didn't come. 2 times.
Is that this lady that you talked about?
It's Darlene's baby. And I reached in there and I could feel that shoulder there, so I tried to do some stuff, but, yeah. So, bottom line was, I said, in the name of Jesus, be born. That didn't do it. It worked. Who's supposed to tell us where it went?
Where was the hand when it came out? Still back there? So the elbow came out with the head.
Yeah, that's what the elbow was holding. It wasn't a shoulder dystocia, it was an elbow.
Elbow dystocia.
Did they, if they just went out, you weren't able to move it or
Yeah, just came on its own. I mean,
So you were
yeah, we had a baby just the other day that Rebecca was at that, where was that baby's hand? It was right here, like this. It was right there on the same side, yeah. And I was doing, I don't guess we did any maneuvers with her, did we? We already did the maneuvers. And then now I'm trying to do screw maneuvers. And while I'm doing this, she gets in there and does this. And we got the baby.
Just pull the hand out.
That's what I was thinking.
Sweep them across the chest. Yeah. That baby spent a month at Children's for transient tachypnea.
So it lasted that long?
It didn't have transient tachypnea until on the back of the top.
You know what it's
Yeah, and I said again.
How hard? Yeah, how hard?
okay.
About there. I sent them in, but they never diagnosed. They did every scan, every blood test. They did a spinal tap. They did everything on this baby. And the only thing they could diagnose was transient kidney. And then they insisted on keeping it for a month.
Oh, man. Wow.
A whole month.
I sent one in for low heart rate, and they did all the tests, including the spinal tap, and finally sent her home saying the same thing I did. Your baby's a puzzle, it just has a low heart rate. But I sent her in because I knew I can't call that, but that's what they did, all the checking, and still came away with the same
What
thing.
was low heart rate? How low?
It was 70s, and it didn't stay there. It would go down 70 to 80, and then it would go, I'd get it up to 130s, and then it'd be back down. Like, I sent them home after it had gotten up to 130 the next morning, everything was fine. Sent them home, went for my 24 to 48 hour check, back down in the 70s. Thing is, the baby was breathing was fine, peak, everything was good, just low heart rate. And the mom told me, I have a low heart rate. And I'm like, okay.
Pulse ox was fine.
Yeah, pulse ox was lower, a little bit lower, but not terrible, it wasn't.
How
it
many
was
of
in the
y'all do
90s.
pulse ox on babies? And all you girls out of state probably is required. Yeah. Texas is required. Yeah, I don't routinely, unless there's some indication of it.
Well, you have to now for the newborn screen.
I do at the 1 day check.
Because it,
Our
Yeah,
regs?
you're on until.
well,
It's-
now on our
it's
newborn
long.
screen, we're
It's
supposed
part
to do
of
it because it either passes or fails the.
It's for the
Oh,
On the
CCHD
birth
screening.
certificate, it asks that. We just put not done.
So,
I
you
don't-
guys are
Yeah,
doing
it's
enforced
choice.
refusal for vitamin K, which you don't have to do, but it is a state law to do the CCHD, which is the pulse ox, so you have to do an informed refusal.
I've not
for
seen
that.
anything that says it has to be done.
It's a law.
A separate law by itself.
Yeah. All
Hmm.
pregnant women who give birth are supposed to have a CCHD screening, a metabolic screening, and a hearing screening in the state of Arkansas. And we as providers, even though it's not in our rules, it is a state law for providers and maternity care. If we don't do it, you have to do an informed refusal.
Another informant.
And they did, and they did not inform us of that.
I've never been called out on it.
I mean, it makes sense, but
Yeah.
we have one.
I mean, they're supposed to send us an official letter if they want us to do these things.
I will say catching that congenital heart disease early is really a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, I had a baby actually caught it at birth when I was still a student.
Yeah, really, right.
At birth, and that baby had open heart surgery by 5 days later.
Oh, yeah.
But it was at birth, and it should be in the 90s.
Okay, ladies, let's try not to talk at the same time because we don't hear you. So, what were y'all saying? Y'all know what we're talking about.
We had just before she said that vowed to use it at the next birth.
But now it's not accurate at birth. You have to do it after 24 hours.
After 12 to 24 hours.
After 24 to 48.
Yeah, you have to do it on your postpartum.
But it's also part of NRP.
Yeah.
Yes.
The saturation, like we
I
have
keep it there in
mood
case
riders.
it's NRP.
So we took Karen's training, she's like, if you're gonna use a pulse ox, you have to use it every single birth. So you know,
On every single baby.
on every single birth.
It gets you used to it.
Yeah.
And
Then she said that in Beth's too.
I think so.
Why would you buy a pulse ox?
and not.
Mine wasn't cheap. Yeah. And let me tell you, I had baby one time.
Let's talk one at a time. Gabrielle's got the floor.
I had a client and she had 3 babies with me, but the fourth one, she was over 40 and had been taking a lot of medication for fibromyalgia. And, oh no, the other one, now that I've said that. Anyway, I went with her to the hospital. She delivered. And they did the pulse ox, of course. She was born on a Thursday, on Friday, they do them several times, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, then on Saturday morning, before they released her, they did another one. And it was questionable. So they called Children's and they sent her to Children's on Monday. And on Wednesday, she had surgery because her heart was screwed up. And she's had multiple. She's fine now, but if it catches one.
Yeah.
It's life-saving, yeah.
I have caught 2. I've caught 2, but there were indications. I mean, listen to the heart. You know, at the newborn exam, it's like, okay, well, baby's got a murmur, and that's probably those babies sure need to. But then when I went back at 48 hours, it still had the murmur, and that's why. At 24 hours. That's why I did the pulse ox. I mean, I've got pulse ox. But you're right, yeah. Why buy it and not use it?
Especially
Yeah, so I have a problem getting it to work. But what did she say?
She said put it on the right side
with the cord going towards the heart.
And put it on first before you turn it on.
Put it on first before you turn it on.
That's my
You
problem.
want the cord running towards the heart, and you want it on the right upper extremity, left lower extremity when you're doing your congenital heart defect screening.
Right.
You don't want it to be more than 4%.
One at a time, please. One at a time, please.
If you have a difference in more than 4%, you need to retest them within 4 hours. If they fail the second time, you need to refer them over to a pediatrician.
Yeah. And so, is that what Texas says, or that you just?
I don't know.
Say again?
I mean, I did training for Lilly in Texas.
I was gonna say, any training you take is gonna say pre-nutrition.
Does Arkansas offer the training? Yes. You're gonna train. You know everything? No.
She is a wealth of knowledge, though.
Okay.
That's true.
Is that good on that? Who did the fire surgery? Baby bumps. Now, when you think baby bumps, what do you think? Baby bumps. How about these guys?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Funny baby bumps. In the beginning, back when you were a little, right? Didn't we think that the amniotic fluid was sterile? That environment was sterile? Well, we know it's not now. Babies come out with funny little bumps. Yeah. And if mama's going to get DNA from the baby, then obviously there's transfer. So thanks for mama, thanks to baby. This baby was the first baby girl I delivered the mama, and now she's having this baby with these issues. Oh, look at those baby bumps. Yeah. So we put zinc oxide on it.
Syphilis.
You know, there's a level of ignorance that I love. I didn't think syphilis. Yeah, but that's, zinc oxide made the bumps go away to that degree. But
I mean, I would call it.
Isn't that just newborn rat?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. That's fitting her. So these bumps that are fluid filled like that they called it impetigo.
That's what your son, I knew it was, it's that yellow. The yellow gives it the title away.
Yeah.
What was it? I got it when I was 7. That'd be hard being born.
Hey, this was the second baby. No, yeah, this is the second, not the first. I said the first probably was outside playing. I just don't want to believe that it was in there.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what that is. Yeah. So now, what is that?
Can't see it.
Little tiny,
Petechia.
Petechia.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all of the bodies.
Yeah. Whole body.
He's 5.5.
I was about to say, that baby.
Vitamin K.
Yeah. It is good right.
Wow.
That's that daddy that stripped his shirt off right away. He knew that skin to skin was important. And all the other days,
They're so nervous.
it drives me insane when they get, oh,
They get nervous, they don't want to take their shirt off in front of
yeah, we've just seen.
The last one is that.
And they want to show their chest.
That's what happened. We just had her watch the drama.
Right, seriously.
So we're back. That's ridiculous.
Would that be a concern?
We didn't transfer this before our visit. I didn't know. Yeah,
Look for work.
Was that not at birth and then it came?
this no was different.
It was at birth.
So was it a door?
Right around the mouth.
Those aren't types of names.
I couldn't tell you what the diagnosis is. How about this one? Notice the sling.
Isn't that falsely toxin in the womb?
This baby does not have an opening to the outside. His ears are totally folded over.
Both of them?
Both of them. So they tested and everything is right inside. But the canal's right there, but it's muffled because
No.
it's listening
Can
to
they loop
covered.
Can they?
They do not routinely fix them anymore. What they did for this baby is gave it a headband with hearing aids on it. They call it cosmetic.
What? I was
That's the
right
insurance.
there. Why would they not do surgery?
That's an insurance company.
That's almost rude.
Yeah, that's probably insurance.
Open those flaps.
Is ear folding? Ear folding?
They can call it.
Really bothersome.
One at a time, folks.
What's the diagnosis called? Anybody know?
I didn't get her for it. They took her to Children's, and Children's is the ones that gave it a hearing aid.
Pretty babies.
Yeah, where would you put the hearing aid? Like a headband, you know, like a.
Microskia oral atresia.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, I did.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So I mean, it's, and then you have, okay, so what about these bumps? This is on mama.
Fungal.
That. Yeah, that was on that.
Is that puppies?
No, you know how it's not pups?
It's on her stomach. It's not. It's
on
on
her
her
stomach.
But, and it's not scratched.
It's not merciful.
I was about to say, I think cholestasis, but it's not
So
scratched.
that's how you diagnose pups, is they cannot keep from scratching and not have all the disorders.
Is it a liver malfunction?
Pups is not an issue, the cholestasis is.
Cholestasis is what I was asking. Is it a-
But the cholestasis is in palms, not on. It all, when you got cholestasis, it almost is a palm.
Okay.
So what is this then?
Fungal.
Yeah, it's
Michael was
Yeah.
with Mama explained about and her hands.
You should
Her
tell
hands
everybody what
better.
you use to treat that, the acidophilus.
Yeah, we treated it with acidophilus. Yeah.
Is it versicolor or real?
That's what I'm wondering, what Versicolor is what I was thinking, I used to have
She
that.
went in, and they said it was just fungal, just not.
Which Versicolor, Tinea Versicolor is fungal.
Oh, okay.
What is fungal?
Tinea Versicolor, I had that as a young person, just on my, where I'm white, it was brown, where I'm brown, it was white, and it was,
sunlight.
yeah.
Yeah.
This girl is real needy, you know, so then when she finally comes up with this, then it's like, oh, Lord.
What do you look on that?
Call you? She was always having reflux. That way. She wanted to take some pretty serious drugs at the end of pregnancy. Cindy put her foot down and said no.
Sounds like a gut, she had a gut issue, it sounds like.
Oh, I know who it is.
A gut issue, she needed probiotics.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
did you say, wait,
that's always the first line.
Yeah,
she was on some serious drugs at the end of her pregnancy and Cindy her
Yeah. Cindy actually said no. Cindy does know how to say no.
What kind of drugs? Really?
This is talking about heroin.
I mean, no, okay, absolutely. It's like her, it's like,
Zofran,
I mean, like,
Zoloid, like Zoloft, pantoprazole, and all kinds.
So I do have a question. Would the taking the more serious medications, like that make her resistance to fungal issues weaker?
Probably.
Which could be why she had an outbreak, is because she was weakened from the medication.
Is that one of the side effects?
because it messes up your gut bacteria. Had she been on antibiotics?
Blame it on that.
She would be the type to take a bunch.
Because that would have ruined her gut
That's also
bacteria.
something people have for years, that'll hit inflame and then go down and stuff.
I think I actually have some right now, right under here.
Yeah.
Just position changes? What?
Yeah.
I
Man.
can't,
Yeah.
I can't believe you put the threats actually up there.
Yeah, that works.
You need a little microphone.
I can talk louder. But talk over the girls.
Yeah.
So when, how many have done PCIs? Or I should say, how many have not? You have?
I have not done
You've
one.
been to-
I've only witnessed one.
Never done one. So what do you
Wow.
do? Do you
I
ever?
never felt like
I take it back. I've
I have
witnessed two.
little
One was
hands.
by
They break
Dr.
hands.
Lewis.
But head's there and won't come.
we just love this.
Well,
Yeah.
then we just keep listening and move positions. As long as it feels good, sounds good, then
Tissue
we
usually
just
not a problem.
And it's 2.5 hours now.
Yeah.
No, not 2.5 hours there, but an hour? We had a full crown for an hour.
We've had a couple for over an hour. Crown, we're like, what is going on? And even like, do we even know how to cut?
Mhm.
Like, and pulling out the
You
scissors.
act like you're gonna go straight down, but then you give it a little
And then
turn.
we were like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, don't
Let's
go
just
straight
do
down.
this other thing, and then the big.
Mhm.
That's how it's worked for us so far. Now that I've said it out loud, I'm scared.
My biggest thing is to pay attention to baby's heartbeats, because if baby sounds good, then we can kind of keep working around.
Yeah.
But it also depends on the skin. I mean, I've done very, very few of them, but if you have, there's people that have very tight tissue, so you have like your marathon
First
runners
timer.
and your horseback riders. I have found that-
Ballerina.
What's that?
Ballerina.
The ballerina, yeah, everyone who's in a constant state of Kegel. I mean, it's so hard sometimes for them to stretch. So sometimes that's what's going to get the baby out, but you have to gauge all the things. Well, how much longer can mom do this if baby sounds good? If baby sounds bad, give me a pair of scissors. I will put her back together. I wanna repair her, not baby. So it's just kind
But
of.
where's your limit?
Well, it depends on what I'm hearing. So
Baby's fine the whole time, and we've been here 2 hours.
I mean, are you tired yet? Yeah.
About to walk it
At that point, I'm taking a look, and
Stairs.
some of it depends on at that point, how tired is
That
mom
doesn't work.
pushing? And is she likely to push hard
I've
enough to
said,
get
I've had
past?
just 2 steps up, 2 steps down, 2 steps up, 2 steps down, and then
Yeah,
off
but is
and
she
back.
directing her attention in the
'Cause it's that-
correct spot? You know what I mean? So those are all things, and if all of those things are taking place and no progress, and you're not ever making any headway, then it's something to absolutely consider, because
Yeah.
it'll get the baby out.
Well,
You
the only
know,
time I
but it's
ever
not
cut it,
anything I
it's
take
absolutely
lightly, you know.
an issue. Yeah. Most of the time I've cut was when the heart rate has dropped up.
It's usually a heart rate.
60.
Heart rates, oh my God, I was doing a birth years ago for a lawyer, and the whole time, you guys for it. The whole time I just knew she was a plant. Like I was like, I don't know. Was she gonna come here her entire pregnancy? But I don't know. You know, we ended up being friends and whatever. But if anything could have I was walking the line throughout her pregnancy. It was with everything. And so the whole time I was like, it's the lawyer, you know. And I did have to cut the episiotomy with her, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, right before I did, I'm like, you've gotta be kidding me, you know. And then I cut. But we were having heart tone issues, and that baby needed to be out. And so that's what we did. That's what got the baby out.
Yeah. So, I mean, all of my cases have been, all the cases have been just that scenario,
Yeah.
other than this firefighter jiggle one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
It's
makes
like, how long can you just sit there?
it makes me think of the client we had though, where she was pushing for a long time, and you did end up threatening her, but it's because she wasn't pushing effectively, because
Yeah.
every time she would push down, she was afraid of tearing, so she would pull back up.
Yep.
So then Deb was like, all right, I'm gonna have to cut you. And then the fear of cutting was more than the fear of tearing. So
Horseback
she
rider.
just flew out at that point.
Was that the horseback rider?
No, she was very athletic. It was,
We had a horseback.
The horseback rider was the one that was pushing all on her legs, and she stayed right there for a long time and walked in the living room with her mom and everything, just stayed right there.
Yeah.
How did that make, did you have to?
No.
No, she threatened her.
In 40 years, I've probably cut 10 times.
Wow.
Yeah. So, not real often, but often enough to want to talk about it.
Yeah.
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 And you never forget your first one.
And do you use your regular, your scissors that you use?
Yeah.
to-
I carry a lister in each one of my instrument packs with a little nub on it,
Yeah.
so you can put that little nub on the baby's head instead of jabbing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a lister for every one.
How do you
of my
spell that?
Lister, lister bandage
You
scissors.
keep it separate than your.
Yeah, I have a regular one and then the, yeah, this one's a little nip on it, so it just makes you feel a lot better.
Yeah, you get your fingers in there just right.
Yeah,
I
but,
just use a blunt sharp instead of a sharp.
That's what I thought.
yeah, but still, yeah. After the first one, I started doing that, just always carrying a lister in each pack, yeah.
Carrying a what?
So, lister
Lister.
bandage scissors, it's got the little nub on the end of it, so that nub is what's going in there, and definitely not gonna cut the baby's head. Yeah, I'm sure it'll stab no baby.
I just
In the head.
scissors,
Yeah. Yeah, but when you first go in, that little lump inside, anyway. But, so when you cut, you do a little nip, just to weaken it. You know that story, Bradley Peoples said, you can't tear that cotton, but if you nip that cotton, now you can tear it easy. So I always had the idea of just a little nip, and then it will tear on its own. But if the little nip doesn't work, then now you cut again, and then does it end up in the same place? You end up with 2 cuts that you have to repair. What do y'all do?
I've only done one, and it was for low heart tones, and I did like this, and I cut it up that far,
Yeah,
and it went to 40.
yeah, with
The
4.
baby just popped out, and then it forced to get.
Yeah. That's
Fourth
that's
degree. Fourth degree.
Ugh.
Damn.
I've had 4 4th degrees now.
40 years.
What's your
I had 2.
You've had 2
One was.
Pexi West,
Yeah.
and the passcode is placenta.
All lowercase. See, no one would have ever picked that if they're trying to have you.
No one, yeah. When you cut, do you cut a full? You did. How much did you cut? Yeah. Just a nip, just weaken it, let it tear. Yeah. But I've had to do more, and that's always, it looks pretty bad when you do 2 separate cuts.
You do midline.
No, I go in and give it a little light. Go in like you're gonna do a midline and then give it a little light.
I've heard different. I mean,
I guess, midline is more likely to